If you haven't seen this, you'll want to see it now. Today, President Trump had a meeting with no agenda, he said, just a lunch with two people he likes. The guests, former Hall of Famer Jim Brown and outspoken artist and native Chicagoan Kanye West. As people watch West's address today at the White House, some locally are hoping the superstar will see through a promise to help an icon in the South Shore neighborhood. A meeting with President Trump became a platform for White House guest Kanye West.
This hat, it gives me power in a way. You know, my dad and my mom separated, so I didn't have a lot of male energy.
West's oration covered topics like overseas business manufacturing competition, sharing an image of an idea for an I-plane, and his mental health.
He said that I actually wasn't bipolar. I had sleep deprivation, which could cause dementia 10 to 20 years from now.
When asked how to help Chicago,
so we're going to need to get a few breaks to be able to have some places in my hometown of Chicago and the 2.7 million to the 9 million surrounding suburbs where we can create some factories. Now, I think it would be cool for them to be Trump factories because he's a master of industry.
In the dense diatribe, West lauded both Trump and incarcerated gang leader Larry Hoover, and at one point walked across the staged area packed with journalists.
Here, let me give this guy a hug right here. I love this guy right here.
That's really nice. Come here. That's really nice. And that's from the heart. I didn't want to put you in that position.
West was in Chicago earlier this week to talk about a project to renovate the historic Regal Theater.
We don't always agree on the politics, but we certainly agree on the fact that we want the Regal Theater reopened.
Alderman Michelle Harris hosted the meeting on Monday and says despite West's political and controversial cultural comments, his desire to financially support the renovation seems to be sincere.
He's from here, and this is his world and his universe, and I think he's at a pivotal point in his life where he wants to really give back.
West says he met with Chicago officials who asked him to share concern about stop and frisk in Chicago. President Trump said today he was open to discussing that issue, but there's really no official word about what came of their lunch discussion. And I should mention, according to Alderman Harris, West is actually in the process of negotiating a partnership so they can renovate the Regal Theater. So interesting conversation.
Yeah. Hey, if you like that video, be sure to subscribe to our ABC7 Chicago YouTube channel.